An update to the Mercedes-Benz S-Class is just around the corner, and earlier this month, our spy photographers snapped a prototype with camouflage across its front and rear fascia. While that disguise obscured many of the design details, talented designer Calsonic has stripped away this camo and rendered the new car in full. Has been around for 4 years, and while many would still consider it the best in class, some visual updates will be welcome. It's up front where the most significant changes have been made, as the headlights of the outgoing model have been replaced with slightly larger units. In addition to these lights being larger than the current model, they join up with the grille. Read, 2026 Mercedes S-Class spied with supersized grille and starry headlights. Mercedes-Benz has also revised the LED daytime running lights of the S-Class, and each headlight now incorporates 2 stars in the shape of the Mercedes emblem. These new DRLs were first previewed with the CLA concept last year and may be introduced on other new Mercedes models. These designs that were shared on Calesa also show the S-Class with a much larger grille than the outgoing model, although it does continue to feature 3 horizontal chrome slats. A set of much larger air intakes also catch the eye, rounding out a far more butch and aggressive look. The rear of the luxury sedan will also be updated, but the changes appear limited to revised LED taillight signatures and a slightly different rear bumper. It's unclear what the cabin of the refreshed S-Class will look like, but it's rumored to ditch the portrait infotainment screen of the current model and adopt the same 3-display hyperscreen as the all-electric EQS. Most engine options from the current model are expected to carry over. This could include the turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-6 with 442 horsepower and 413 pound-feet 559 Nm of torque, and the 496 horsepower 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8. The current Mercedes Maybach S-Class is also available with a thumping 6.0-liter twin-turbo V12. Cal Enius said the company's range topper is the best packaged car in the world, and that forcing ICE and EV versions to share the platform would be a compromise Mercedes isn't willing to make. Putting a gas engine into the electric S-Class would mean sacrificing space inside the lavish cabin, which customers would have a hard time accepting. Doing it the other way around would also not work since the engineers would have to make packaging concessions. The head honcho recognized it'll be a costly endeavor to have distinct S-Class models, but Mercedes will try to keep the extra investment on a manageable level. How? By sharing as much as possible between the gas and electric vehicles to limit development costs. We should point out that arch rival BMW has a different strategy since the 7 Series and i7 use the same claw underpinnings. The 3-pointed star has already prepared for the future by making its internal combustion engines meet the upcoming Euro 7 regulations. In the meantime, it's one of the few automakers that still sells cars with a V12 engine, unlike BMW. In the rarefied 12-cylinder luxury sedan segment, Bentley and Audi have dropped the W12. Rolls-Royce will follow suit around the end of the decade when the venerable V12 the old 7 Series used to have will be retired. Since the current S-Class will get a facelift in a couple of years, it means the W223 won't be retired until closer to the end of the decade. Consequently, logic tells us the W224 with gas and maybe diesel engines is likely to be offered until the late 2030s.